TAKful Creator here. Okay, let's get started. May God the Creator bless us. May God the Redeemer heal us. May God the Holy Spirit enlighten us. Give us eyes to see, ears to hear, and hands to do the work of God. Feet to walk the path of justice, and mouths to preach the good news. May the angel of peace, prosperity, love, abundance, kindness, grace, and peace, confirmation, watch over us and lead us to the reign of God. Ashe. Okay, I thank you in advance for liking, for sharing, and for subscribing. Salt and Soap is our first card out. Go Dark is our next card out. Clairsentient in Reverse is our third card out. Being called to reorient them as I go. Temple of Ammon and Karmic is our fourth card out. Let's see if there's any more we need. Clear Alliance is our fifth card out. Oh, okay, and that is confirmation that we are set in our 5-card spread. Let's do this. Okay. So before we dive into the night school deck, right, that's what we have here, our night school deck, we're going to get some general cards out. Let's see what our general reading is going to let us know. I haven't really gotten too many messages in the pre-shuffle, but I think that is pertinent for the air of what's happening right now, for the collective energy. There's kind of like a fog that gives you a sense of you being surrounded, encompassed by others, but it's like everything's calm and still. There's not much visibility for you to see if there's danger or chaos or anything ahead of you, but there's a kind of eeriness to the peace that is around. It's like the calm before a storm. And just like that, Courage the Cowardly Dog flipped out in the deck, right? It was our last card out. So let's hop into this reading. Costly venture. Something dealing with a swimming pool, maybe. Dealing with emotions, but present emotions, not really deep-seated or deep-rooted emotions. On a Saturday night, on a live Saturday night. Okay, so I'm gonna drop the swimming pool since it's falling out so often. Oh, so we have boy teen. Costly venture with a swimming pool. And then we have genius / fried noodle, but I'm being called to drop that back in the deck. It may fall back out near to a card that is more descriptive for it. But I see that we need some tangerine. So just to let you know, essential oils are a really good tool in harnessing your own energy, making sure that your chakras are aligned, to align you with certain energies that you may not embody in the moment, or certain energies that are better suited for the moment. So for example, this tangerine essential oil that I have here, taking in at least 3 fresh breaths. This is linked with abundance, prosperity, energy, vitality. So for example, if you're on the road and go dark, let's see, choose an evening to go dark. For example, if you're on the road at night and you happen to get sleepy, having tangerine essential oil in the car is great. Taking one whiff of it, I forgot what hormone it is connected to, but it elicits different hormones in the brain. You hear me? in your brains, multiple brains, in order to give you alertness and a higher energy vibe. I wouldn't say like now you're awake, it's like you drink coffee, you're fully stimulated, but it is kind of like a fresh breath of air, kind of like a crisp, fresh breath of air. I know personally it assists me. Choose an evening to go dark. Turn off all electronics and don't use flashlights or electronic lamps. Use candlelight or battery-operated tea lights to keep the light soft. Do your thoughts change when you're in true dark? Can you relinquish your daylight persona? So, while the tangerine is marking abundance, prosperity, it's also a marking of creativity, since we talked about it acting as a stimulant for the brain, right? So with it falling on this go dark card, you see how I have it lit up here? Well, there's a battery powered light, and then I have the rechargeable lamp over here, but I am in daylight. So I think this is calling me to do like a midnight confirmation, like a midnight read, where it's just by moonlight and candlelight. And I think I'm going to incorporate that soon, so stay tuned. That's a great way of harnessing, I think, the energy that's aligned with this Saturday night, okay, in this costly venture. Because right now in the daytime, like the card suggests, my persona is a little bit jaded. As an empath, I absorb the energies that are around me, and in a fast-paced or high-impact environment, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of stress, and being a medium and ultimately a transmuter, it's not the easiest venture walking out in a large crowd, which during the day, that's what you have to do. Oftentimes, empaths mask up. What that means is you put on a version of yourself that can continue to do your earth angel-y duties, but reserves the energy for yourself so you can gradually get through your day, opposed to letting out all confirmation, letting out all your energy in the beginning of your day because of such a high, again, impact environment, emotionally, spiritually. Like, you could walk through the park and just the energies that are in the park because of people driving by is wild, you know, as an example. I'm not at the park, but just an example. So I realized, like, even in my reading, I'm kind of disconnected. I'm connected with the energies, but I'm also conserving my energy. Not necessarily to spread it out throughout the day, but I'm conserving my energy as to not have maybe, or to not allow myself to have like a spiritual spiritual attack so early. Because when you open up yourself to all these energies, right, you normally can't pinpoint it. Your body has to transmute it into the positive, or your body has to call on the ethereal realm, your angels, guides, light beings, ancestors, extraterrestrial, God, the divine, you know, to assist you in those moments, right? Because the whole point of this venture is to release control, not to hold on to it so much. So, for example, where is my handy dandy pendulum? Okay, I think I'm going to use yin and yang for this reading. Here we go. Hi, Divine. Can you show me yes? Thank you. Can you show me no? Thank you. And that we're on the right track. Oh, much appreciated. Okay, so in essence, it's like we're calling on light beings. But in us calling on light beings, that is a lot of light that is shed in what would be a predominantly dark place. That's the whole point of light beings, to break apart the darkness, right? So calling all these light beings to assist me in this reading, to guide and protect me during this reading, it's like, are we only protecting you, or are we protecting all the energies in this reading? Well, in order for them to do that, they have to open up their span to all the energies that could potentially watch this video now, in the future, in general, okay? While doing all of that, it has to cloak its light so that the darkness around it doesn't see potential to rain more darkness in. That's the whole point of the spiritual protection. But again, all this light in one area is kind of like an arrow type of thing. Like, look over here. So if you are a part of the process, while it's happening, certain things will fall down, certain things will like break or turn off or just malfunction in some regard. That could be a confirmation. I believe every single time it happens, it's a confirmation. Yep, it's a confirmation every single time it happens. Whether it's a confirmation that you're on the right track, or it's a confirmation that you're not on the right track. It could be a confirmation that the light beings aren't talking to you in that moment, that there's other energies that are around and you need to sage, you need to play Hertz frequencies and stuff like that. So when in the readings, if a card falls out and it says Hertz frequency, that's telling me that there's something in the shadows that have been alerted of the light that's being shared to the collective. Okay, there may be a potential attack, so protect your energy as to not sway what's going on, right? And that's why it's so important to watch which readers you listen to, because those that aren't truly connected in the spiritual and don't express that naturally when articulating the collective message to you all, or to us all rather, they could be, most likely, yep, that's confirmation, that they're tapping into negative energies and they're spreading, I wouldn't say lies, but false truths, fallacies. And it's considered a false truth because it's like you're rewriting your destiny. You had it in your mind because you saw the video, and now you're going to react in certain ways when an experience looks like it aligns with the video. So now you're perpetuating exactly what that video said, instead of you seeing how the video unfolds in your life. So discernment is always key, but I even see there's a lot of readers out here, and I'm not going to name any names, but there's a lot of readers out here that are truly doing it for clout, doing it for a way to vocalize and be heard. It's kind of like a power move. Yeah, confirmation is kind of like a power move. It's like, if I can lead all these people and they just feed into what I'm saying, it's giving me, well, not me, it's giving them and their additional demonic energy attachments the energetic nourishment they need to continue to thrive. When in actuality, they need to do some deep-seated meditation and healing so that they can relinquish these entity attachments and offer a pure divine message. And in this moment, I'm declaring that for all of those readers, all those karmic readers that may not even know that they're karmic, but they're karmic, or are fully aware that they're karmic, may their energies be transmuted for good. That is it. That is all, Ashe. All right. So let's hop back into this reading. Wow, that definitely took a turn. Something about a family room: repulsive, master room, date night, firefighter, petty competition, repulsive. Oh, repulsive, misdemeanor offense with a baby mama or daddy, a bad, cruel joke. Okay, so this is really just telling a story, and I'm being called to just read out these cards as if it's one continual story. Okay? So before we get to that, I see now that this is a major storyline that we're about to embark on. And the night school cards are the guiding lights for this time. Okay? And during this time, we need to tap into our heart chakra. We need to tap into our crown chakra and our third eye chakra simultaneously. Okay? Calling on abundance, calling on prosperity, and the reason why I mean abundance and prosperity is because you can call on help, but you need the help in excess with the way this storyline is about to unfold. Okay? So you pray for abundance and you pray for prosperity so that any of your additional manifestations, your additional prayers may unfold in a abundant and prosperous way without you needing to add that additional garnishment. Okay? So first we have clear alliance, right? The less common clear of this less common clear is particularly sensual. Confirmation. Clear alliance is when your brain translates the energy patterns you perceive as scent. Okay? So this is calling for meditation. Meditate by taking deep breaths in and using your environment during that time to allow your mind to tap into other environments that may be linked in some regard. Confirmation, like energetically linked, like you've been in that place before where you had an experience, or it is of your natural land. It's your natural land, it's your cultural place. If it's a sacred place, like go to an environment that would be stimulating to your senses in some way. This process is going to allow you to see the parts of yourself that would be most affected by this spiritual war, by this spiritual resurgence, this spiritual realignment. Okay, the spiritual realignment. So next we have clairsentient in reverse. Those who are clairsentient know in their bodies if their palms are always itch. That means someone lies to you. If you read about an herb and feel the illness it treats in your body, then you are displaying clairsentience. So this is a bit more ambiguous with what clairsentience truly is. Like, clairsentience is you tapping into your normal senses in a way that is not present. So let's say your arm or your leg feels a certain type of way. It feels hot in a cold environment. It feels cold in a hot environment. That is a signal to you about something. It could be danger. It could be letting you know something about your next steps. It could be a positive thing. It could be a reward or something beneficial. Or it could have you tap into a version of yourself in a different timeline. Or it could have you regress back into a different, I guess age group, maybe like adolescence or pre-adolescence, whatever, and feel or experience a moment that you felt and experienced then. It's something like, it's more along the lines of that. So ways that it could manifest is that you randomly start talking about a vegetable. Then you go to the doctor, you take a blood test, and they tell you that you're deficient in a certain vitamin. Well, they advise you or offer suggestions to you, different foods that you can eat. And one of those foods, the major food that they suggest, is the one that you were talking about prior to going to the doctor's visit. Boom. That is a version of clairsentience. You are tapping into your senses to align your energies, your chakra energies, the collective energies, your just personal energies, your body, that's outside of your chakra, just like, your temper, regulating your temperature. Okay, I'm being too chatty, but that's really what clairsentience is. Now, it's in reverse. So it's telling you more to tap into clear alliance, more so than clairsentience. So, as I stated in a previous video, and all of these videos are timeless, although I speak about time frame and everything, it's just to let you know kind of the comparison of when the energy is affecting you, because that can tell you how long you've been on the spiritual journey or how far you are in your spiritual journey, to see when energies are being present to you, okay, or presented to you rather. So that's why I talk about the time frame. For some people, you know, they can watch this video and then in 2 seconds have this experience. And for others, they can watch this video and in a year or two have this experience. It just really depends on where you are in your own process. And no one's process is fully predestined. So it's really at your own pace. So never feel like you are backlogged. You are going at the pace that's necessary for your ascension, okay? And think about it. Your contract probably didn't even have you ascend in this timeline, and you are, you know, surmounting what your initial soul contract was. So, hey, you know, props to you, and just keep on moving. But clairsentience is the overall umbrella, and clairalliance is underneath the umbrella of clairsentience, okay? So I see now that if you were talking about your six senses being under the umbrella of clairsentience, clairalliance would be your sense of smell. Okay, so it's telling you to use your sense of smell during this time, even though your intuition might tell you something, or, you know, if you have visions by interacting with a material, by touching a material, kind of like in the Wednesday show that's out now. Pay attention to it, but truly hone in on your scent, your meditative practices, because the information during this time is going to help you with whatever that is going on here. Even if this is not going on with you, it's going to help you deal with the energies that result from someone going through this at this time, okay? We already spoke about going dark, right? Offer yourself moonlight time. A lot of the time we're out during the day, and once the moon comes out, we go into the house and prepare for the next day. During that time, you're in faux lighting and are not truly aligned with the intention of absorbing the upgrades, absorbing the energetic pull of the moon. Okay, so it's telling you during this time to either be indoors by candlelight or go outside under the moonlight and use those natural energies to upgrade your messages. Okay, while also doing this, it's important to salt and soak. Okay, in a symbolic sense, this means gaining information and let it sit, let it settle before analyzing it. Okay, don't just take in information and be like, okay, how can I rework this? How can I make this work for? No. During this time, it's important for you to take in information and let your body absorb it. Let it absorb into its DNA before you analyze it. Okay, and in your discussion, you'll see how your analysis is more in flow. Okay, now this is obviously during your meditative state. Okay, when you are interacting with other people, having that seclusion will offer more hindrance to you in your discussions and stuff. So this is a practice that you are being called to take while you're alone in a meditative state. Okay, salt and soak. That's the symbolic sense. In the physical sense, it's telling you to soak your portals. So that could be take an herb bath, or that could be, you know, soak your palms, soak your feet. There's something else. Something about your ears. Do like a warm water rinse with your ears. Something else with the ears. Something about wax buildup. Make sure that you clear any wax buildup, because that could be what's hindering filtered messages. And it gave me the experience just now to hear how like echoey and airy it sounds. It's kind of like it sounds blocked. it's just like if you were underwater. That's how it sounds with the messages. So in order for you to assist with that, you can warm water with salt, just a little bit of salt, or just warm water by itself. And just rinse out your ears to melt the wax away. Don't use a Q-tip or use your finger or anything, because all that's going to do is push the wax further in and then offer more buildup. Okay, so during this time, make sure that you are cleansing your portals so that the energetic messages can transfer purely and with clarity. Okay, so lastly, we have the Temple of Amun and Karnak. Anytime I see temple on these cards, it's telling me either a physical safe space or your physical temple. All right, so your body being your physical temple, or a safe space or a sacred space, and that could be an area that is fully imbued in your energy, or maybe a place of worship, whatever your denomination or religion is. But it's telling you it's linked with all these cards to offer that self-care, offer that returning to self, returning to your own energy, possibly by calling in your energy. You can, by simply saying, I call back all my energy, cleansed and purified. I call back all my energy, cleansed and purified. Any energy that cannot be transmuted during this time, may it be left with the intended party until it transmute them. Okay, sometimes when you send your energy out or you share your energies with others, they try to make it their own in a way that locks in certain traits that are not aligned with you. So by your energy returning to you, you are called then to transmute that additional energy. To save yourself from that, you can allow what energy that has genetically attached itself to someone else, continue to do so in a way that transmutes whatever genetic material to be lighter and of a vibration where the ethereal realm is not calling for assistance with cleansing it, type of thing. Okay, so again, calling your energy cleansed and purified. If it's not cleansed and purified, I call in the energy that I can transmute, that I'm willing to transmute, that is pertinent to my highest self, to my highest calling. Any energy that does not align with these two intentions, may it be left with the intended party until it transmutes them. Ashe. And then that's how you leave it, okay? And that's kind of a way of sending negative energy back with love. That's a way of doing that without being so pure and light and without being sarcastic. Okay, you're being actual. You're being factual. You're being logical. Sorry, I'm about to make a song for no reason. I'm really being chatty today. Whatever energy I'm tapping into, you're really in tune with your throat chakra, and it's great. It's palatable. It is, except dehydration is what I'm getting from this. So if you are in this energy where you like to give, and your throat chakra is a way that you offer the collective this energetic transference, I challenge you to offer this energy in places that will offer the energy back to you. And then let me know how your hydration is. Without drinking more water, without doing any of the eating more foods that are water enriched, like just that alone. Use your throat chakra in places that can offer you intellectual, emotional, spiritual aid in that way also. And I watch your hydration just skyrocket. And that could definitely be because you are listening more and not having to speak as much. But then symbolically, they're hydrating you. Okay, they're bringing life to you. It's like watering a plant. You're watering other plants by using your throat chakra and giving energetic uplift. Now, this is how you receive it, by the same thing. Other people using their throat chakra to give you energetic uplift by sprinkling some water on you and allowing your petals to open up and thrive, right? Okay, so now that we have all of the night school cards kind of like described for us, now we can see how this boy that's having this costly venture with a swimming pool, whether it's a physical swimming pool or a swimming facility, or it's like an emotional battle where someone's on guard, right? That's what I'm getting here. Okay, so there's a petty competition, someone who enjoys fighting. Okay, this firefighter came up in the other reading, and I've solidified that if my eye line doesn't cross multiple facets of the card, then it's only in line with the fighter. Okay, so here's a petty competition with a fighter that could potentially end in the ER. In the ER that's centered right here. Okay, a date night that could have possibly went wrong. Let's see, a date night that could have possibly went wrong. Oh, okay, so something about a master bedroom. Master bedroom symbolizes the heart and home of the family, and that is in an authoritative sense. The heart and home of the family is usually the living room or family room, because that is the collective energy. But when you speak on the... Okay, and we're back. So, yep, camera issues yet again, but, you know, we already prophesized that. So, we're going to move on here, right? That's what I thought. Okay, so, there's something with a petty competition in the ER, right? And I think that has something to do with this boy costly swimming pool venture, right? Because it's something screams be on guard here, right? I think a boy had a date night. Something to do with a master bedroom. The master bedroom is symbolic of the structure of a family, the balance, the dualship of what a family dynamic is, kind of like the yin and yang, and that's what we have here. On this pendant, we have like yin on one side and yang on the other, and so that's what I'm getting by this master bedroom. It is a competition for the perfect balance of yin and yang. And there's some kind of baby mama or baby daddy drama. Okay, drama. Even though the drama... Oh, well, the drama card didn't fall out, but then we have a misdemeanor offense. Something about repulsive and family room. So, room is being open here, and kind of like the opposite of ER over there. ER is signaling to us that, you know, the physical ER, like a hospital. But here, the room is telling me there's a repulsive room, or someone thinks repulsively about family. Okay? And it could be the reason why there's baby mama and baby daddy. I assume that they co-parent, because otherwise it would offer more of a nurturing term for the union between them, if there is a union, right? Something about Saturday night in December. So I'm not being called to read anything more on this, but to leave these cards spread out. So this petty competition is for a repulsive family. Now we can define repulsive. Oh, repulsive because they offer bad or cruel jokes. Jokes that are malicious and meant to hurt people, that most likely aren't rooted in truth and aren't factual, but are ill-mannered and ill-tempered. Okay, so there's a baby daddy that is offering some kind of misdemeanor offense. Is this the petty competition? Okay, so we're gonna so there's a boy over here, and I assume a baby mama. The boy probably would be the baby daddy. Okay, so we have two parties here: repulsive family, date night with a master bedroom. Is the date night with a master bedroom, is that with the baby mama? No, it's with the new party. Okay, so this energy came up in a reading a few weeks ago, and it's constantly like coming up in the reading. So yeah, this baby mama and our baby daddy, yeah, they're not letting up. There's something about these cruel jokes here. Okay, on a Saturday night in December. So I'm gonna take away these other cards. Lengthy message. Yes, it is a lengthy message. This will be in 2 parts, and you're most likely in part 2. So hey part 2ers. Hey, part tours. Okay. So, not reading all of them. Let's see. Hell no. New friendly acquaintance. Okay. So we're only reading this stack because we have a friendly acquaintance, which would be this date night excursion goer. I say excursion because, you know, we have this petty competition and stuff on this end. So now okay. And I'm just going to read them out. I'm not going to describe them. So if this story aligns with you, please let me know. Okay, so we have bad, cruel jokes. We already established that it was over here. So we'll actually start off with look to your dreams, okay? Because we know that this repulsive family that's over here is because they spread or share bad, cruel jokes. So now we have a balance of the baby mama on this side with her information, the petty competition between them, the boy that's over here. Now the issue is that this boy is having a date night with a new acquaintance, and this new acquaintance he wants to start a family with. Confirmation, he wants to be his yin and yang. Unfortunately, this baby mama is wanting to continue her family, even though she offers some bad or cruel joke in comparison to the new venture the boy is on. Okay, so we can see already that this side is karmic, and that this side over here may have been karmic to align with this side, but is venturing into a new unknown territory that seems to stray away from that. Okay, so ready? Look to your dreams. There's a parasitical relationship, one that seems like Valentine's Day. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a parasitical relationship, and then there's a Valentine's Day relationship. Ponder which is which. There's something that's going to happen overnight on a Saturday night in December, right? And on this evening, probably into a Monday, someone is going to act as a role model or mentor. But it's going to be a whole joke, right? Say no. This person who's going to act like a role model or mentor most likely is this baby mama, okay? Remember, a whole joke is in line with these cruel jokes over here. Grow the fuck up. Excuse my language, right? So I'm seeing that this boy over here is going to get some kind of external peace by not having to deal with this baby mama for whatever reason. And that reason could be the spiritual praise he's receiving, right? He's seeing that he was being a role model or mentor to someone who doesn't deserve it. And so his recompense is that he's going to be able to receive peace from this entity, right? All he has to do is have faith, okay? Know that this phony love or this phony or fake sex that they're getting from this partner, and I would say sex as in not even physical, like sometimes sex could be mental, like the mental connection that you have with someone that revolves around you wanting to have sex, okay? So whatever fallacies or anything that has been preempted by this baby mama, and that could be in a way of sexual advances, wearing certain things or doing certain things that they know this boy may enjoy, and I'm sorry, just to clarify, the reason why it's boy over here and not man is because they're in a transition phase. It would be man if they were already in this acquaintanceship and that was what the reading's on. But boy is because they were karmic and transitioning into a divine chosen one, okay? So that's why it's saying boy instead of young man, okay? There is a frequency shift, okay? And again, whatever this baby mama is doing to entice this boy, it's a scam. It's a scam to leave you starstruck and for you to give her some kind of credit or acknowledgement. But in honesty, you're going to leave her in tears because you don't confirmation, because you no longer align with this energy. You're moving in a different direction. Okay? Because she's in tears and repulsive with these bad or cruel jokes. Lighthearted jokes is when you're like, oh, yo mama this, yo mama that. Cruel, mean-hearted jokes is, I'm going to hit below the belt. I know it's not funny with anyone, but if you decide to say something to me, I'm going to say I'm joking with you in a very solid, straightforward tone. Okay, that's what is meant by this bad, cruel joke here. Okay, and a bad, cruel joke that this baby mama is probably offering is that they want to murder or kill someone. All right, and I'm getting something about this friendly acquaintance being welcomed to whatever the baby mama is suggesting, most likely because this acquaintance is having courage, or because they know that this baby mama is actually a coward. So it's kind of giving me a pull here. All right, but someone is quiet quitting here. Let me see. Is the boy, the baby mama? The baby mama is quiet quitting. Is it friendly acquaintance? No. Okay. So let's see what they mean by quiet quitting. Oh, quiet quitting on the main character energy. Right? So instead of this baby mama being at the forefront and constantly trying to fight for a position that isn't being offered to her, it's probably being offered to this new acquaintance, as we see the date night that is issued here. Instead of doing all of that uproar, that riffraff, the baby mama is only going to speak when is necessary. Only going to, if they're in the vicinity of the boy, that's when they're going to do their uproar. If they have to contact them for whatever reason, that's when they're going to do the uproar. If they see them in a random place, that's when they're going to do the uproar. They're not going to go out of their way anymore to do it, because they see that things unfold better when they remove themselves. And that could be because of some kind of like candle magic or whatever. I said I wasn't going to describe it. It was telling me to offer more understanding with this quiet quitting energy, so that she can feel like the main character in her story. And I say that because the boy is moving into a venture where he can be the main character of his story. And the new friendly acquaintance is already the main character of this entire story, because that's probably why we're here in the reading, is because there's a petty competition with this new acquaintance. All right, so everyone wants to be a main character energy, but in order for you to do that, you either have to go on a journey, which is signaled by this side over here, or an excursion, which is signaled by this side over here. A journey is something that is peaceful and palatable, something that where you learn and have excitement, but it's not too bad, it's too terrible. It's not as much negativity around that. Whereas on this side with an excursion, you never know. There's danger around every corner. There's preemptive strikes that could deter you from your goal or could end your life. And you don't know the difference between them. And that's kind of what an excursion is. Oftentimes with an excursion, the finish line or the objective is not clear because of all the fogginess along the journey. Whereas a journey is pretty straightforward. You can get from A to B because your steps are being ordered and divinely guided. Right? So that's what we got here. Someone's going to receive a soft fall. We can tell that the boy is having a soft fall for the friendly acquaintance, and most likely vice versa. If this master bedroom is out, that means that there's a mutual agreement between the boy and the friendly acquaintance that there may be more there, and that's why this petty competition is moving into maybe a murderous rage with this baby mama. Okay, offering too bad and cruel of jokes in a repulsive manner, and exercising their right as a family member, maybe because of the kids that are involved. Okay, so then I don't know how many Saturdays are left in December for you, but or what Saturday in December this happened for you, if this is in the present the future or past. But just know that someone had a soft tripper fall. That would be the baby mama, the boy, the friendly acquaintance. And the friendly acquaintance soft tripper fall is a positive one. Okay. Is it in regards to the baby mama? Is it in regards to the ball? Oh, okay. So this friendly acquaintance is getting ready for a holiday or celebration because of a nice soft trip with the... Oh, going on a physical trip in the fall. Okay. So there was some kind of trip that the boy and the girl went on in the fall.